What you doing, girl? Come up and chit chat.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sound okay on this end?
Okay. I'm trying not to slur my words, man. I've been drinking all night. It's my day off
It's
tomorrow.
Friday.
I only get one day off.
I hate when they do that to me.
Yeah. I
They
gotta
always
go
do.
get some papers notarized tomorrow. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
they always
I
do that
gotta
shit
get it
last
done
minute.
though.
Yeah, I get it handled. How we can get it done.
I like your
Mm.
pimp hat. Is that a slash hat or a pimp hat?
I think it's supposed to be like a pilgrim.
Pilgrim? Oh,
It used to have a lot better shape to it, so it was like a pimp hat. I used to actually wear it all the time when I had my briefcase full of mushrooms.
at
I
least
was
it's
really,
not a simp hat.
dude, I was flagrant back in the day. You wouldn't believe it. Like I looked so obvious. That's what was my secret. Like they're like, nah, there's no way. That guy's just too fucking obvious. It's like he's inviting trouble. But nope,
I thought you had a muscle shirt on at first. I was gonna go, ooh, muscle shirt, right on.
sleeveless.
Yeah,
I don't really have muscles though.
I
Weird.
like wearing muscle shirts sometimes, like when I clean the house and stuff.
Hell yeah, you got to be able to move.
Yeah, I
Like
get
if
them
I
out
have
of the men's department.
any restraint like that, fucking throws me out for a while. I took 2 naps yesterday because of that shit. Because of cutting the branches. Because like it starts moving around and then it'll flow for a minute and feel good, but then as soon as it relaxes, it's like whatever's in there pinches up,
Yeah.
and then end up like knocking the fuck out for a minute. The
Mm.
max comes and be like, "Don't sleep all day, Daddy. You know you don't like that, right? Thanks."
MK was jamming out, dude.
I know. I keep telling people he shreds. We just got to figure out how to make it so we can burst
He was
here.
playing the bass along with the song and it sounded good. I was like, wow. I didn't realize he was doing that at first.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty cool.
I wouldn't give him props otherwise.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then
Can't
I
have
named a song and he would play it. He's like, whoa, that's on my playlist. I've been practicing that one or whatever, and then did it. I was like, right on.
So yeah, that's the blob of wax that fell onto my foot and burned me earlier. Apparently pulled out some hair. It wasn't that bad though, luckily. Like you know when you get a hot glue gun burn, that's what it feels like.
I've never got a hot glue burn.
Uh, Trying to think what else burns like that, like a grease burn maybe, where
A
it burns
grease
and it
burn,
just keeps,
yes.
yeah, it keeps burning until it cools out.
Hey, Aunt.
How it work?
It sucked. I only have one beer left, man. I better go to bed or I'm gonna drink it. I need it for the morning. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I know.
You're all,
I'm,
yeah, right.
I'm giggling with you.
I hope so. This weed I have makes me giggle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
strawberry
A
banana.
quarter for $40.
Save money. Well, if you fly, you can't, but if you drive, you can.
What?
So if you drive, you can save money and hook up like a big amount when you're down here. For a good price.
Yeah, but I don't have to drive to get this.
Your dad will drive. It'll be okay. He's not on Main Street.
No, he won't. He's gonna be in jail soon. Just kidding. Just
I'm
kidding, Dad.
telling you, weekends. Take the
I'm
plea,
gonna
take
talk
the
to
plea.
him about that because I'm really fucking worried about him.
Yeah, because you don't want him getting probation because that'll double the charges and you'll get double the time. Because they will
He's
piss test him.
72 fucking years old.
Yeah, and
73.
they'll still piss test him. You know what I mean?
He can pass those.
Uh,
He's not worried about that. He doesn't want to go to jail.
well, nobody does. It's jail. It's the worst thing you can imagine.
Yeah, and he's never been in jail. He's not that kind of guy. He don't belong there. He's
Only
basically innocent. He's just wasn't thinking he's old.
totally innocent. They didn't teach that type of language when he was growing up and learning to communicate or deal with the world or work or any of that.
Yeah.
Like speaking legalese is only like in the last 10 years people have tried to pretend they can understand documents and all the shit they're reading. Oh yeah, I know what that means. Like, no, you don't. Stop lying. Great, come on.
As long as they worded it different, but they don't. It's just I don't know.
You got to
I
look up
that
your local. Oh, there should be a thing. I'll check them out tomorrow. There should be a way to email them. I'll be like, is there a difference in detained and arrested? And if not, why are there two different words? And why is it like everybody in the whole fucking America has the concept that it's two different things?
he's facing a felony over it.
Exactly.
Fuck.
Because they fucking worded something poorly. How fucked up is that? He didn't steal nothing. He didn't go rob Macy's with his friends and walk away with fucking 3 grand in merchandise. He
I
didn't
know.
shoot. He didn't shoot a 9-year-old kid and get away with it because he's Antifa.
No.
You know, all I did was misunderstand the question. That's
Totally
sincere.
misunderstanding and misleading.
And bullshit. See, I know the dude. I know the feeling. I did 2 weeks in jail one time for calling my ex-wife a bitch on the telephone. 2 weeks. It was ridiculous. All
Yeah.
just to get it dismissed because I proved she was lying through her fucking teeth and she tripped herself up on
I
the
think
stand.
he'll be okay. I have I have faith he'll be okay. He'll be all right.
I'll dig him a tunnel El Chapo style. We'll cart him out in a little train cart. He'll just have to flush himself down the toilet and then we'll get him in the train cart, get him to safety. El Chapo. Oh no. I'm down to just my shadow suddenly.
Yeah. It is what it is. Maybe it'll teach him a lesson to not smoke weed just in the back roads because it's not on Main Street. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
I
up to you.
wasn't
Just
on Main
prepare him.
Street. I can smoke a joint in my car.
No. There's nowhere you can safely smoke a joint in the car. Unless you're in the middle of the fucking woods or somewhere where you know that like a cop ain't looking, you know? But even then it's like really? Is you're gonna drive impaired, man. Like people don't understand. You can get fucking somebody killed quick.
No, I don't think that's.
Well, they're not gonna mean to. It's not gonna be like the TV commercial show where they're like, whoops.
No.
It's gonna be something dumb like going to get your drink and you fucking knock the lid off it, spill it, and you're like, oh shit, and then you fucking rear end somebody, you know? I did that one time. I rear ended somebody because I was fucked up on codeine and vodka hard going to work. And it was
I
like
don't
tunnel.
know that this is an everyday thing with him that I have to explain to him that his car smells like he hit a skunk. And he like runs stoplights like on purpose because he doesn't want to wait.
That's insane. We can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. He's insane.
Trying to get
I've
broadsided and
been
just
saying this the whole time.
yeah, he might need weekends. Tune him up a little bit, but not really crush him, you know?
He needs to see a doctor.
You could tell his lawyer that, say, hey, I think he's suffering from dementia, and you want to have him checked, and that'll defer any judgment from the court until they do all the testing that they need to get done. That'll buy him a good 6 months before they have to see him in court again. Minimum, because those kind of tests, you got to set up an appointment, then go to another appointment, and that shit takes a month, 2 months. You know what I mean? You can milk that shit for a while.
He doesn't want to milk it. He wants to get it all over with.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry. I'll cry.
Even Jesus went to jail, didn't
I don't know.
he? Yeah, yeah. They killed him before they crucified him.
He can handle it. He's strong. He can handle it. I just don't want to see him on the roster like I did the other day. That was like upsetting to me.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling when you have to go down there and look for your name on the docket, and everybody else is doing the same thing, and y'all have the exact same thought in your head. How much are they gonna fuck me today? I don't know. Maybe out there the courts are different. I'm used to Virginia Beach police and Virginia Beach courts where they can lie, they can make up evidence, they can bring in witnesses that weren't there to lie against you because fucking they don't like who you are because you know too much. Fuck all them motherfuckers. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I still have the evidence back home where it showed they tried to say I had a fucking knife on me and I didn't. They're planting evidence on me. I was like, they're like, hey, you forgot this knife. I'm like, that's not mine. I was like, look at my fucking sheet right here. I was like, where on my property list is any of that? I was like, that ain't mine. And they're like, well, whose is it? I'm like, ask your dirty cop. I don't know what the fuck they're up to, you know? I didn't, it wasn't my shit. I just didn't want to get, because how do I know someone else didn't do something crazy with it, you know? It was a cool knife, but and then like the shitty thing too, like the female cop that was all gung ho about doing the shit didn't recognize me a couple of days later when I was dropping my daughter off for preschool. It was like trying to make eyes at me and shit. For a split second, I was like, I could revenge her this, but nah, I kept moving. Tahoe.
You still got that Tahoe?
Hell yeah, I got a half ounce.
Oh, cool.
I already made like 20 back on it, so now the half cost me 30, and I only gave Gramps like he only wants like a bowl pack.
I
So he's
got
only,
some options for some different weed names that I've been offered. So I'm gonna, same price. I'm
yeah,
just gonna try them out.
which ones?
I can't remember the name of them. I'll tell you when I get them.
Well, tell me before you buy them, and I'll tell you which ones are good,
Okay, I'll tell you.
because I know the kinds you like.
I do like the strawberry banana kush. That shit's fire.
It's a sativa dominant hybrid. That
Do
way
you
it
like
keeps
it?
you. Yeah,
Okay.
like that. I like strawberry cough. That's a good one.
There's
You'd
some
like
sort
the
of
green.
mango gelato, some shit like that.
Gelato is going to be a heavy indica. So that one's going to be like a sleepy time one.
Oh, I don't need that. I'm already sleepy.
Blue Dream's always a good one to listen out for. That one's just it. If it's real.
If it's real. They
Well,
got
see,
free
that's
shit running around here, see?
yeah. There's people they made juice. So like all these people are like, oh, it's cookies, it's cakes. They're just pouring flavor juices into the juice, into the water nutrients and shit, and the plants are sucking it up. So it's not like a real flavor per se. It's just an additive. So like I like the ones where it's like strawberry coffee. It's not juice that you're adding. It's just how the plant tastes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'll smoke this and I'll tell you how it tastes to me.
Okay, yeah, tell me. Give me the breakdown.
Calculating, calculating. It's piney. Kind of tastes like when you're out on the mountaintop and the clouds come down and you can almost touch them. Or raspberry flavored, if that's a thing.
Wow.
Nah, it's Tahoe. It tastes dope as shit. It's like Skywalker and pine combined with a little bit of chimichurri. It's like stony as fuck. Get your nostrils all. We get the tingle face, you know? That-
Yeah.
That's what I like. I like when bud catches me off guard. Sister's always one of my favorites to grow. What was the fucking one? Brainstorm. Oh my god, I hated that one so much.
There's
Like,
one called Brainstorm.
yeah, and it's really good bud, but it's so leafy. Like we were trimming and trimming and trimming, and like at that point, we hadn't really branched out anywhere beyond LA. You know, we were still low key. So it's just like me and my guy and his girlfriend sitting there for 12 hours at a pop, just trimming away. Trim, trimmity, trim, trim, trim.
Sounds like a bunch of tweakers.
Well, I would eat mushrooms and shit for it because I knew it was going to be a long haul. But then after we got everything dialed in, we got plugged in with enough people, we got everybody's blessing, then we started branching out. And then like we would hire whoever we could, so I'd have like 30 or 40 people in there sometimes. Like
Remember I
playing
was telling you about Connie?
karate. What'd she do?
She refused to work with me today.
Oh, did you send her home?
No, she just called in today. She called out.
She's making a hostile work environment. You should tell Drake that's a serious business.
And he told me it was because she didn't like what I said to her.
Good. Fuck her. You're her boss, not her friend. That's what they always tell me. I'm too nice to people. Be mean. I'm like, okay, I'll
I'm
try.
always nice to people. That's why they call me Katie Kaboom. Because they're not expecting the fucking force behind when I really get mad. They're all, oh, she's so nice and so sweet. And then I go off on them and they're like, oh shit, she's a bitch. That fucking bitch. I can't win for losing. I can't be nice and I can't be mean. I wasn't trying to be mean. All I said was don't go over my head.
Yeah, you did the right thing.
She's
She
the
was,
one talking about teamwork. Like, we're a team. We're a
we're a
team. We're a
team.
team.
But first thing I'm gonna do is pull rank after sabotaging you verbally night after night.
Right? That's exactly what she does. I can't deal with her, man. I'm glad she called out. I call it
Sometimes,
called in, but apparently that's not the correct term. So she called in. She wasn't going to work with me today because it's just hostile to work with me.
I'd kick her right in the puss. I'd be like, "Is this
She's
hostile?"
fucking tweaked out. As soon as I said that to her, I go, please don't go over my head. All I said is, if you got a problem or we have a problem, let's figure it out before we call him. It's his day off. Like
Yeah,
he's trying to see who can figure it out on their own, is what he's
chain
trying
of
to do. So
command.
let's
It's a
figure it
chain
out
of
on our own.
command.
And then
You
she's
don't.
always behind my back calling him.
Yeah, and that goes about you can't break chain of command. Like he should already gave her like all kinds of shit about it.
Well, now, yeah.
Because that's what they did to homegirl. Because they're like, why did you let her call fucking the DM? I'm like, yo, they were snitch 1 and 2 were already on the snitch mission, and they both looked up
Yeah,
to
they
their phone
already
call.
called before I said
No, they were
anything.
they were on the phone right then. Amy was on one phone with Claudia talking on speakerphone, and fucking Elaine was on the phone with the DM and tech support. And she's like, why, David, why did you let them call? You could have fixed it. I'm like, yo, the snitch squad got on the snitch mission instantly. I'm like, you got one of them on the line with them and she's calling you. I'm like, they didn't even bother to ask me to look at it until after they already started tattling.
Yeah, before I even knew about it, I saw her on the phone and I go, she's on the phone. I knew who
Yeah.
she was talking to. I could tell.
Because she
And then
makes
it's always, what?
she probably has a face she makes that gives it away like, yep, I'm calling him.
No, she's a tweaker. I know she is. Because as soon as I got mad at her, well, I didn't even get mad. I just said, come to me before we call him. We're a team. Let's do this together. We can figure it out. Next thing I know, she goes and starts fucking Windex in the windows. And then she runs back in the bathrooms. And then she's back at the windows. And then she starts something else and doesn't finish it and starts the windows again. And she can't stop kicking and like her movement. I just know she's on meth.
She likes to kick and punch, kick.
Yeah, that's what
Sally
normal people
O'Malley.
do, right?
She's Sally O'Malley.
I don't know what the fuck she is, but she doesn't need to fucking act like that. I'm not fucking stupid. God, it drives me nuts. I don't even want to work with her. So when I saw she wasn't coming in, I was like, cool. I'm cool with that.
I know they always tell me so and so called out, and I'm just like, nice, because they're just kooks, man. After that chick pulled that shit the other day, it's like, really, it's gonna be like that. Did I tell you about that one?
No.
The one chick that likes to drink all the time goes to the
Oh, the
fucking
vodka
pub.
girl?
Yeah, she goes like to the pub 2 places down. So I guess she got too faded on her lunch break the other day. So she's like, hey, I kind of had an accident, and I'm not gonna be. I'm like, what? You hit somebody with your car, Boozy? She's like, no, I wasn't drinking and driving. I'm like, well, what do you mean? Did you fall over? Did you trip? What happened? You got too drunk and tripped? And she's like, no, I didn't get too drunk. I'm like, well, what the hell are you talking about, accident? I'm like, if I'm going to justify you leaving early, you got to tell me what happened. And she's like, I made a mess in my pants. And
Then
I'm
you
like,
gotta
well,
send her home. You
no, I
have
was like,
to.
well, one or two. Because, like, number one, we sell underwear and we sell pants. So she could have put on some new undies and some leggings in the bathroom and finished out her shift. Number two, it's like I won't make you suffer through that indignity. Go home. So she's like, It was number two.
Of
I was like,
course.
man, I was like, you know what, go ahead and do it. I was like, you don't even have to continue with this storyline. I was just like, take that and go. Like, don't try to bullshit me again. She's like, okay.
Can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. I shit myself. You only got an hour left in the shift. I know you just went to lunch and got fucking fueled up. I can hear her. I'm out on my smoke break listening to her laughing her balls off, talking to her, whoever was down there, her dude or whatever. Like, yep, she's sauced up. And I don't blame her. The customers are assholes. Well, today they were okay.
So you had to send her home. So that was a good excuse for her. Hopefully it don't happen in real life.
Oh no, it should just to balance the scales. She'll just be walking down the hall and she'll feel something fall. Diarrhea. Diarrhea.
Is there any female supervisor she could go to and talk about this, or did she
Oh
have to
yeah.
go to you?
No, she
Because
asked
if
for
that
me
happened to
because
me, I would go to a female. I would not go to you.
she has to go to me because ranking.
Well, that's kind of messed up.
She could have gone to the other female first, and the other female could have been like, "Hey, she's having feminine issues just before she takes off." And I would have been like, "Yeah." But because she usurped the chain of command, if she'd have reported to her immediate, then that would have happened. But she jumped over the head cashier and went straight, you know? So that shows you why chain of command is important. It would have been less embarrassing for her. Because I
Oh,
just figured she'd
sure.
fucking run. And he was like, come on, just say you're drunk. Like she didn't even have to be embarrassed. She could have just told the chick, like, yeah, my period's heavy or whatever, girl problems. And that's all they would have had to
Yeah,
say.
right. I bled through my pants. Like I have to leave. I would have ran
Yeah,
out the door if
she
that
didn't
was,
even have to. She
if
didn't even
I
have to get
shit
that deep
my
with it.
pants at work, I would just leave. I wouldn't go to
I'd
anybody.
I'd be calling on the road. I'd be like, yo, I may or may not be back. There's a
Yeah.
situation.
So that's a fucking
Because
lie. She's a liar.
if it's true, like I've had that happen where they're like, why did you skip doing this? I'm like, I don't want to say. And she's like, just tell me. I'm like, no, I don't want to tell you. Like, it's embarrassing. She's like, what? Just say it. I'm like, look, I had to get home. I had to shit my brains out. All right. Like, I had diarrhea and I had to go. Fucking everybody was being slow and I was tired of it. So I was like, get the fuck out. Everybody get out. Let's go. Snap. Because I refused to use the bathroom there like that.
I'm using that on Tuesday.
Had a bad burrito, dude. Later.
Gotta go. They'll be like, what
Um,
happened to Eva? They're not gonna fire me. I bet I could totally get away with it.
yeah, you had a bad chimichanga for lunch. What do you want?
They don't know. Yeah.
Connie didn't check the temperatures. Your stomach's iffy. And then you just sit there and like you like rub your tummy while you're doing like, I don't know. I didn't see her check the temperatures on
Well, if
Friday.
she can just call in because she doesn't want to work with somebody, I think I can get excused for leaving because I shit my pants. I don't understand.
Or you don't
But
no, don't tell them you did shit your pants, but
no,
you
I'm
had
not going to. I'm not.
you don't want to, so you gotta go home.
I'm gonna have to tell them later though what happened.
Yeah, you had a case of diarrhea spring up.
Yeah,
What are they gonna do? They'll be like, oh
nothing.
yikes.
They're not gonna
They're,
do shit.
they're gonna be like, thanks for that.
My boss
Suddenly my
won't even show up when I'm there because he knows that I can take care of it. So why would he fire me? Unless
exactly.
he has some underlying plan and has been training somebody else besides me, which I don't know about. No one
Well,
I've worked with. Unless
you're
he's
always
gonna leave
there.
Connie in charge. Unless Connie's been sucking his dick behind the scenes.
What is she gonna do? Shake a box of change?
I don't know.
I'm management. Managing chick's box of coin.
No, she's been to school for architectural design and she's been
Hmm.
poisoned with mercury and she's got so many stories it's insane.
Nerd. What up? right? Like all the shenanigans people do. They own a boat, and they own 5 cars, and they own multiple houses.
Yeah,
Like
she
you
does.
said,
She does that too. She's got her family is are millionaires. Her
can't
mom and
validate it
dad.
on the internet, but
What?
so a lot of the times, like none of the stories pan out because you look on the internet and you're like, where is any of this in reality?
She says her mother was a Supreme Court judge or some shit, and her dad owns farmland, and they own millions, but they won't give her anything. They want her to do it on her own.
Her mom's Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
I don't know who her mom is.
Well, that's like the only female Supreme Court, or Sandra Day O'Connor, or what? How
I
many?
guess it's just a Utah thing. I don't know. I don't believe her. I don't understand what she's saying.
Yeah,
She's
I'm like, I don't think there's only but a few women that have been Supreme Court justices.
well, she's a judge. Her mother's a judge,
Does she mean
and
like Utah?
her sister-in-law's a lawyer.
That's possible.
It is. And her
Does she
dad
mean
owns lots of property and owns millions, and he's not giving her shit, and she's mad.
probably because she's
So that could be true. Could be true.
yeah, she's like the bad egg of the bunch. They're like, you ain't getting our money, kook.
Something is wrong with my phone.
Have you tried talking to it?
Shut up. I'm trying to. Never mind.
What's it doing?
Well, I was trying to look at the chat, but it wouldn't let me. It's like frozen. I can't push any buttons.
Oh,
So
well, I'll
if I
highlight
try and get
it.
off of here and try and mute myself, it won't let me.
I'll put up anything that pops up so you can keep up with it.
No, just mute me if I fall asleep because I'm in bed.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a trip. She's only human. She's a really good worker, but she don't want
Everybody
to
is
work with me no more.
Her dad is probably a Mason. His assets will return to the Brotherhood, aka the Booty House. Just like they're honorable people, some of them. That's how they've set it up. So there's like just enough people that aren't horrible, rotten people so that they don't shut shit down. But whatever those motherfuckers started doing in the 60s, that's what made my grandpa quit. He wouldn't talk about that shit, so it must have been something fucking vile. Because he wasn't a person who like hold his tongue if he felt like it.
If I was a millionaire, I would give my son everything I had. I don't understand. Unless he was like a horrible person, so I'd have to cut him off.
Right. That was a fun team smoke tonight.
Yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
made Aunt play that Mexican rap music.
I thought it was cool. I'm
Well, you
used to
can't
hearing all
hear
that
what
stuff.
they're saying because, the speakers and shit.
Well, no, like I'm used to hearing stuff like that. Like I'm in
Yeah,
SoCal.
they're out of San Diego too. Or Sacktown. Where's Sacktown? Is that Sacramento?
Yeah,
Okay, Sacramento in Utah.
NorCal.
Yeah.
Anyone can be Freemason.
Anyone can be a Freemason?
Yeah, you just buy a ring and then pretend.
Just pretend.
Dude, it really works.
Oh my god. You're a
You can be
trip.
like, hold on, man, there's really a fucking cover charge? And then they'll see that shit and be like, nah, no, no, no. Nah, someone got that for me. I don't ever wear it though. 'Cause I don't want people to think that I did any kind of gay ritual shit to get into a club. Not me. No. The shit that they do for their fraternities is disgusting enough. What they're
And then
doing.
this girl, Connie, at work told my boss that I'm unhealthy and I'm going through menopause. And I cannot believe she said that shit to him. What is she thinking?
I don't know, but I'm thinking she should trip fucking down a couple of stairs and like eat shit and break her ribs.
Yeah, she told my boss that because we were talking and he told me he thinks she's nuttier than a shithouse rat.
Sounds like a total fucking crackhead wackadoo.
She is, but they don't think she's on meth. I'm like, okay. I didn't bring it up. I just don't think that they know. I think they just think she has lots of energy.
Even though she's fucking looks like a zombie.
Right.
Looks like she fell in the fryer.
Yeah, you know how how people's eyes are black? Her eyes are really black, like it's scary black. And she says the same thing over and over again. Like after she said something, she'll go, and all that, and all that, and all that. And it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, like his ring.
I can't explain it. You'd have to be there with me, Diz.
Alright. Put me on speaker and I'll be like, now put this bitch on the phone and I want to talk to her right now. Like, who are you? I'll be like, I'm fucking HR. What's your problem?
I will put you on speaker if I can mute you and you can't say nothing. You just gotta listen to her talk. And then you tell me if I'm making up shit. Because I don't think it's me.
Alright, I'll
She
do
even
that.
told me, I don't think Eva comes in late for work because she's partying. She told my boss this. I don't think Eva comes in late for work because she's partying. It's because she's a single mom. And she had to go and tell my boss this just for the fun of it.
Man, you're nice to her. I would have been like, bitch, you keep running your fucking mouth and talking my name like that and saying shit about me, I'm gonna crack your fucking head.
I'm
Like
not
that.
nice to her though, Diz. That's why she don't want to work with me anymore because I got fed up. I held it in for a long time, but like I said, they
I would
call
have
me
been
Katie
making up.
Kaboom because I fucking freaked out.
I would have made up cuss words. I would have been like fucking Yosemite Sam. Just you'd have been like, oh my god, what do we do?
I'm still gonna ask her about Tony Danza next time she asks who the boss was. It's Tony Danza. I'm gonna whisper in her ear.
Tony Danza is the boss. Don't you see how that sounds? It's like, whoa, what? Oh god. Okay, okay, we got you, man. Tony. Don't hurt him, Hammer.
That's so funny.
I want an apology, a formal apology from every man who wore hammer pants back in the day.
You want an
Um,
apology from me?
from guys who wore MC Hammer pants back in the
Oh,
day.
girls were okay to wear them because I wore them all the time.
Yeah, 'cause that's just fucking girl pants anyway. For guys that did it, especially white guys, come on.
Like Vanilla Ice.
Enough time's passed. We got to bury this shit. Get it out there in the open. Yeah, Vanilla Ice was just horrible. No one should ever be like, no, that was cool. Like, no, no. Most of my rings, if not all of my rings, are silver. and some have sapphires. Special people get rings from me. It's like 2 people have rings from me. I got that one, but I don't like it because it pinches. It's like a little guitar wraparound. I got that one. Just like jam it and someone die. I made that one.
You look like Bono did.
Is that a
No,
good thing?
you don't. Now you're more Kid Rock.
Well, how do I look like me?
Well, you look like you. I'm just saying with your glasses, it remind me of Bono.
When he was the Fly.
I don't know. I never listened to Bono.
You didn't like U2?
I just know what he looks like. I don't know. Maybe I like some of their songs. I just didn't know they sang them.
Right on. I know bands like that. Where people are like, no, they made this song. I'm like, oh, okay, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like Leonard Skinner, I was like that when I was a kid. I would hear the name and see the t-shirts, but I never made the connection to the shit I was hearing on the radio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Molly Hatchet, they're a good example. You'd be like, Molly Hatchet, what the fuck? Then you'd be like, what's your name, little girl? I'm like, oh, I know that song.
Is that who sings that song?
No, I think it's Leonard Skinner.
What?
I think it's Leonard Skinner.
What's your name, little girl? What's your name?
Something like that.
Is that Leonard Skinner?
I believe so. I'm gonna have to Google it.
You better.
I cannot die in ignorance. Leonard Skinner.
Cool. Okay.
I was hoping some
Good
kind of
song.
thing popped up. Did you really mean to type in what's your name, little girl? And why?
And why?
Google Thought Police. Nah, if you're looking up pedo shit, they probably send you a message like, hey, don't get caught on the open net. Contact us at Google headquarters and we'll tell you how to get away with
Is that what it says when you look up porn? No, I'm just kidding.
it. I don't know.
Neither do I. I was just wondering.
In porn, I imagine it would be a bunch of shit. 'Cause that's the easiest money maker in America since COVID started, apparently. For real, it's all you see is women going to the salon, getting pedicures and shit every fucking day. All day, every day. Like, don't that shit cost money? It's gotta add up. Like,
What
crazy.
happened?
Like, all the people that just get pedicures and go to the salon thing next door, like, it seems like it's a lot of money they spend on that shit. Like, what are they doing where they got that much time and that much money to waste on that shit?
Oh.
That was funny. Watching the Travel Channel and they're showing the Eiffel Tower. But then, like, in the background, some goof ass dude was trying to jump over a railing and almost ate shit. And then saw the camera was like, ha ha ha. Damn, the French chemtrails are crazy looking. Did you hear France is going to quit the EU next?
The what?
The European Union?
Uh-uh.
Brexit. Saw that in the news.
Sweet Home Alabama. Do I get $1 for a guess?
I suppose. You know that one?
Play it again? No, I don't know that one. That was only a few chords.
Put on a Windex shine.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't have guessed that one.
I don't know why it popped in my head. Damn this herb. It's good. I wonder if I could get a Felix the cat eyeball moving clock and like convert it somehow into something creepy. I wish I could do a yard sale here. I could just take out a bunch of shit and be like, yo, Halloween decorations. People could snatch up my art just to decorate their house for Halloween. I gotta do something with it. Walls are getting full again. Do you know how? Well, you don't know your walls are there still. It's an easy project to handle though. You just need a drill and you put your drill in, drill it, drill that hole out, jam your anchor in. Then you can screw it to the wall. Screw it in so it's tight. That's crazy. That's Mola. They're gonna play the coronation march from the prophet music for it. That's weird. But it can also be that too. Mm. Whoopity 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 doobity. Magda Oliveira. Tomorrow's wax night. The lads. Wonder what soccer hooligans have been doing during COVID. Soccer hooligans are cool. Emo. Call it a night.